Alright, hello everyone. I am pt.1. As you can see, this is the Switch 2, and today we are going to be celebrating the end of the school year by playing Mario Kart World. Now, by the way, guys, if you ever see me on this account, this is my personal account. Sometimes I use these interchangeably. For today, I'm going to use this one, because I haven't made any progress on this account yet. Because on my personal account, I have already gotten third or better on every Grand Prix and almost every knockout tour. If it sounds like I'm eating, it's because I am. Oh, by the way, sorry, but if you want the sound, you're gonna have to find someone else who does that, because I'm not good at audio balancing yet. And I don't feel like dealing with it right now. Alright, we're not doing battle mode right now, but I wanted to show you. There is only balloon battle and coin runners. That's just so goofy. Just it's kind of ridiculous. Alright. We're starting out with good old Grand Prix. We will be using the Wah. The standard cart. Oh, that's why I haven't played DK Spaceport in a while. Because it's only in the Mushroom Cup, and I haven't played the Mushroom Cup in a while, because I've cleared that already. By the way, there is no 200cc in this game. You can unlock mirror mode, but apparently you have to get first in every Grand Prix and knockout tour, then go back and play the Special Cup a second time. As in, like, with the presumption that you've already played it once. So I've been playing Splatoon a lot for the past few days, and I keep forgetting that since this is not Splatoon, I don't need to be worried about the positioning of the controller. Because for those of you who don't know, Splatoon is a game where you can control your camera with motion controls, and I've been getting annoyed with it lately just because I find it annoying and frustrating to use. Oh, I was trying to go onto the wall, but okay, I guess I'm just not gonna go sideways at all. For some darn reason. For a second I was like, whoa, those people are way ahead. Then I realized, oh wait, no, those are the people behind me. Darn. Hey. That was quite rude. Okay, so we just are not going sideways, and I don't know why. Huh. If I can't move, then neither will you. I mean, valid response to anything, am I right? I'm kidding. Don't punch people to solve your problems. Nice. First place at the last second. By the way, sorry if I'm making a lot of noise. I'm really trying not to, but sometimes I make weird noises. And, I used to edit those out, but future me is not going to have the time nor patience to do that. So as many of you have probably seen already, we are not starting on the next track. We are starting by driving to the next track. And if you're wondering what that was a shopping bag. It's a new thing. It gives you a boost of speed, and the food you'll get will correspond to the region you're in, and it will get you a new outfit, and the outfit will correspond to the food you eat, and the food you eat corresponds with the region you're in. So basically it gives you a boost, but it's also a way of unlocking new costumes if there's one you don't already have. Now, if it's one you already have, you'll still turn into that costume. There just won't have been any point. I mean, the boosting is good, but you know. Anyways. By the way, the magnets are very strong. Believe me, I tested for myself. I'm not joking when I say this. I literally could dangle I literally dangled the Switch 2 by the controller. Now that's probably not a good idea. Don't do that if you're worried, but it really does work. And the magnets are just so much cooler. And I really like the idea of because it's gonna stay for a lot longer than the sliding it's gonna be an issue much later on than the sliding things, than the locking mechanism with the previous Joy-Cons. Because for those of you with old Joy-Cons, have you ever had that really annoying moment where you'll be playing and suddenly your controller just disconnects because it accidentally slid out slightly? Yeah, I had that, and it's annoying as heck. But, you know, magnets take forever to lose their magnetism. These are going to stay for a while. And even then, it's okay, I'm not going to dangle it by its sides anyways. And these attach from the side, not from the top, so they don't just slide out automatically. So it's harder for them to slide out. And on top of all of that, it takes a lot to get them to disconnect. They have to be fully sure, you have to put them all the way in to get them in. But once they're in, they are in. Once they are in, you have to fully remove them for them to disconnect. More so than you would probably do on accident. And if you're removing them on accident, in that case, I simply just question how aggressive, like, how aggressive of a gamer are you? Just how aggressive do you really have to be to do that? I'm serious. I have tested this for myself. If you are not, it should not be coming out if you are not trying to. If you are not trying to mess with it. Oh, that's nice. It can jump up to rails. By the way, you may or may not have discovered this for yourself already. But shells will travel on rails. Darn, I was trying to get on this. There we go, that's what I was trying to do. Nice, nice. Oh, just as I crossed the finish line. I am doing well so far. I'm just thinking, I need... Nintendo needs to add a car with like one of those "How's my driving" signs on it. Like, that'd just be really funny. Like, just if anyone is watching and you're from Nintendo, please listen. Please add a cart with a "How's my driving" sign on it. That would be funny as heck. Trust me, people will love it. Oh, so by the way, I finally discovered how those sudden bursts of speed work. It's basically you'll just get those boosts of speed from staying directly behind someone else for long enough. I'm pretty sure most people knew this already, but I didn't know, so I'm telling you that I didn't know. Oh, I guess he had a feather or something. No, that wasn't a feathery kind of thing. Maybe he had a boost jump charged up, and I didn't notice. I'm talking about Monty Mole. He jumped for no apparent reason, and I didn't know why, because hence the part about, no apparent reason. Okay, fine, whatever. Not a huge deal to me. I don't really care about those. Well, I didn't really actually get to land on the platform, but at least I got to scoop up a few coins as I was jumping over. And okay, I completely missed the penguin, but whatevs, I guess. Nice. Oh, I just had an auto jumpy. So by the way, I forgot to turn it off before I started playing. Why did I jump on a map? I forgot to turn it off before playing, so heed this as a warning. Assisted steering is turned on as a default. Is turned on by default. It's dumb, but I'm telling you so that now you know, and you know. So just be sure to turn it off. Oh, so that's how you get back down, I guess. You kind of just, Oh no, I think this is one. I think this is more so one of those linear tracks, but whatever. All right, let's see. How did we do? Second place, not bad. Donkey Kong, because he was in first or whatever. I don't know why they chose specifically to make it so that only characters in first are the characters you unlock, but whatevs. Or maybe it's not random. DK, when I was playing by myself, DK was the first character I unlocked. And so yeah, the 2 costumes of Waluigi's that we got, we now have those. The sorting system's kind of a mess. See, settings, smart steering, off. That's not what I meant to do. Off. There's also auto use item, which many people have said is just very dumb, which kind of makes sense. Hold on, I'm gonna see how Bitty Bud compares to the Weege, because I know. Yeah. Okay, so what character you use is gonna matter a lot in this game, because Para Bitty Bud has very low speed and very high acceleration. Well, that's not random, that's just locked. Alright. So now we're doing the Knockout Tour. So I picked this because it drives at an acceptable speed. I'm annoyed that they kind of started us off in a turn, but whatevs. It drives at an acceptable speed, accelerates at an acceptable speed, just, you know. It does fine at everything. By the way, I will say, so far I have spotted 0 important difference. Ooh, this is my favorite Waluigi costume so far. I've unlocked this one on my personal save file, and I really like it. So far I have found no important difference between the motorcycles and the carts in terms of you know, function. In terms of, like, handling and stuff. Just, like, how they work, how they drive. But, you know, I mean, handling is a stat, so if there is an important difference, they'd probably just make the motorcycles have less handling. So it could just be me, but the ice flower looked like it rode on the rail for a sec. Could just be that could be that someone was on a rail and threw it whilst on a rail or something. I don't know. But yeah, my only thought as to the there being any important difference between cycles and karts is that, like, I don't know, maybe you lose more speed when you get hit because motorcycles are less balanced, if you get what I'm saying. So, like, realistically, you'd be much more likely to topple over completely. But other than that, I don't think there really doesn't seem to be an important difference. And if that's a, like, I just got hit just there. If that's a thing, I don't think that's a thing. Like, I meant that as a possibility. I don't think it is. And it is a possibility, but I don't think that's what it is. Nice banana dodge. Nice. I was worried that I was going to have trouble not going off-road anyways, so it's nice that I got that mushroom right when I did. Because then I succeeded in, then I didn't have to worry about going off the road. Then it wasn't an issue. I could just, kind of drive off the road, because, By the way, that's a tip that I'm gonna give you for utilizing mushrooms and golden mushrooms in Mario Kart World. Don't be afraid to drive off track, as long as you aren't as long as you technically aren't out of bounds. You can cut your route so much shorter if you just go and don't worry about it. Okay, so it seems that, yes, the ice flower does not follow grind rails. It's just, like, of course it's gonna go straight if I'm going straight. So, like, here I don't have a good example to show you, because everything's kind of too straight over here. There's not really anything to skip over. But I'm just saying, like, don't be afraid. You can't, it's not an issue, because with the mushroom, you're consistently at the same, with the mushroom and the golden mushroom, you're constantly at the same speed, so it's just not an issue. Just like take care not to go out of bounds. But other than that, once you get a mushroom, and go as straight as possible and gun for first. You can still get hit by objects, so watch out for that, because even though you can recover with relative ease, with golden mushrooms and all that, it's still kind of a pain in the butt. Because, first of all, you still do have to suffer the penalty for slowing down. By penalty, I just mean, like, you have to watch as people go by, and you can't really do anything about it. But also, if you're using a golden mushroom, the timer on the gold mushroom is still running down. Speaking of which, for those of you who don't know how golden mushrooms work, it's just, there's a time, you can boost as many times as you want, or as many times as the game can process you clicking in a second, but you get what I mean. But as soon as you start boosting, there's a timer that counts down, and once the timer runs out, you can't use it anymore. Okay, I'm glad that I did not that I picked that moment to not get in front of baby Rosalina. Darn it. I forgot to take my own advice because I completely forgot that I can't just ram straight through the bugs when using the golden shroom, I mean. When I put it that way, it sounds funnier when I put it that way. It's just like, the magic shroom. It just sounds goofier. I'm cutting in line, and no one can stop me. Hey. I said no one. That was someone. I don't want anyone. Oh, hey, the thingy's right there. Oh, Wario took an alternative route. Good for him. By the way, you can go really far if you hold backwards on the Joy-Con. If you hold backwards on the joystick. But I'm sure there's some sort of a side effect involving, like, I don't know, like probably going slower. Well, I got second. That's not terrible. For those of you who don't know, I'm sorry I forgot to explain this, but this is Knockout Tour. The idea is you have to be in a certain, at least in a certain ranking by a specific checkpoint to be able to move on. Oh, I raced 5 times total. It's the X'd out mushroom confused me. And we get the carpet flyer. Alright, guys. We're gonna explore free roam a little bit. And then we're gonna be done. Nice, trick 100 already. Now, I will say, Bowser's Castle is kind of far away from everything, so we can't really go anywhere from here. So, haha, you have been fooled. We're goofing around in Bowser's Castle instead. I don't think that was anything close to a kilometer. Like, I know they were saying total specifically, but, you know, like, I just don't think in general that's very accurate. But, oh, I was going the wrong way. I thought I was supposed to be landing on the bottom bit. Although that did kind of give me a shortcut, because I didn't have to do the whole roundabout thing, because I did it wrong. However, I don't recommend doing that on purpose. By the way, for those of you who don't know, for those of you who don't know or may have heard and weren't sure, you can wall jump. You can wall ride, but you have to, but you have to either be coming off a boost jump, like I'm saying when you boost off a ramp in the right way, if you get what I'm saying. Like when I do that trick off the ramp, that's what I'm talking about. Or when you do a jump boost. Now what's a jump boost, you say? You ask? It's basically it's drifting straight. Like literally, you hold down the drift button and you go straight. Like seriously, I'm gonna show you. See, that was a boost jump. Ah, crud. By the way, you can trick more than once in the air now. But there doesn't seem to be any important reason to do so. Oh, I didn't even need to be on the boost pad, on the gliding pad. I could just fly over it. I guess they decided that being that specific about it would seem unfair. But anyways, it doesn't seem to give you extra boost. But, you know, my main thought is if you trick a second time in midair, then that would probably increase the time frame, then that would probably boost the time for the window of opportunity for it'd probably increase the window of opportunity for oh cool. I misread something about a curse and I was like, what? Curses? Anyways, I was just gonna say it seems that it doesn't give you any boost, but I would like to think that it would give you an extra window of opportunity to get on the wall. Oh, we went in a circle. What are we gonna do? 2 laps? I hope not, because I'm running out of time. Yes, we did a lap. Nice. Also, by the way red shells work in battle mode is kind of interesting. It's it kind of only homes in on someone if there's someone there. Like, just if someone's close enough, it'll home in on them. See, like that. I know I specified battle mode, but I I kind of assumed that it would work in non-battle mode, and it kind of did. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to hit it backwards. Beep 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 beep. Oh, I almost got it. Alright, I'm gonna give this like only another try or two. If I don't get it, I'm probably done. Nice, nice, nice. Nice. That made me sad. Darn it, I was trying to do a boost jump and it did not work. Alright, I am probably done. I'm done. Alright. So that was Mario Kart World. I know you guys have probably been excited to see some of it. But yeah, I just... Excuse me. Just... Thank you guys for watching. You know... Here's hoping the Switch 3 isn't $600, I guess. And just... Thank you for watching. Bye. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye now.